Hello everyone, welcome to this week's market analysis video with me, Frankie, your market analyst at Markets For You. Today, I'll cover key data and which pairs to watch from July 1st to July 5th, 2024. As you can see, I've already shared my screen. I'm using the economic calendar from the traders room at Markets For You. I've set the dates from July 1st to July 5th, covering Monday to Friday. Just a reminder, I'm using GMT, so please adjust to your respective time zone. Now, let's go over this week's market events. On Monday, Japan will release its consumer confidence data for June, and the US will announce the ISM manufacturing PMI for June. On Tuesday, Australia will release the RBA meeting minutes. In the Eurozone, the unemployment rate for May and the inflation rate flash for June will be reported. Additionally, Fed Chair Powell will deliver a speech. New Zealand will release building permits data for May, while Japan will report the Tank and Large Non-Manufacturing Index and Tank and Large Manufacturers Index for Q2. On Wednesday, Australia will release preliminary data for building permits and retail sales for May. The Eurozone will announce PPI data for May. Canada will release its balance of trade data for May. In the US, we'll see the ADP employment change for June, initial jobless claims, factory orders for May, and ISM services PMI for June. The FOMC minutes will also be published. On Thursday, Australia will announce its balance of trade for May. Additionally, the UK general election will take place. On Friday, the Eurozone will release retail sales data for May. The main events for this week include the US unemployment rate and non-farm payrolls for June. Canada will also release its unemployment rate for June, employment change for June, full-time employment change for June, and the IV PMI. For this week, the key events to watch are the US unemployment rate and non-farm payrolls from the US. Now, let's move to the charts for this week. Today, I'm going to discuss two pairs that will be most affected by this week's main events. The first one is pound sterling to US dollar, as we have the UK general election. I'm also going to discuss gold, as it will be significantly affected by the US non-farm payrolls and the unemployment rate. Let's look at the weekly chart of pound sterling to US dollar. You can see that the market has been moving lower over the past 3 weeks. The stochastic is moving lower, targeting the oversold area, yet the candlestick pattern still shows a strong downward move. Therefore, I expect pound sterling to US dollar to continue moving lower to reach the support levels. Switching to the daily chart. The daily chart shows that the price has been consolidating lower for the past few days, with the stochastic moving lower and near the oversold area. This suggests that the price might continue to move lower towards the nearest support levels at 1.2553 and 1.2446. Resistance levels are set at 1.2708 and 1.2807. Now, let's move on to gold or XAU/USD. The pair has moved in consolidation, showing that gold traders are waiting for a clearer direction, which may be provided by this week's US jobs report. The weekly chart shows a cautious move, with the stochastic trying to cross higher near the oversold area, suggesting that the price might move higher. Switching to the daily chart, you can see that the candles have been up and down for the past few days and the stochastic is also crossing higher near the oversold area. This suggests that the price might move higher. Our resistance levels are at 23.86 and 24.31, while the support levels are at 22.80 and 22.35. That's it for this week's technical analysis. See you in the next analysis video.